Yeah, my wonderful BIAFRAN brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Well, my heart is saddened, and I am giving this broadcast or this news with deep tears on my eyes about the because I went for what do they call it? I went for a research to find out exactly why our Biafran members, or the IPODs as you may choose to call them, are being killed extrajudicially. So I went on a research. I went to find out from a lot of what they call it, a lot of media houses, government parastatals, and what are they called, these security personnel and the rest of them. And the response I got is really marveled. I mean, it tingles my ears to know that most of the killings, most of the extrajudicial killings we are passing through in the southeastern part of the country is literally not from the government. It's literally from our so-called political fathers. The stakeholders, the people we depend on, the people we rely on, that at least they will represent us well at the federal level. Instead of going there to represent us, they will go there, sign a deal with the Fulani control government of Nigeria to do what? To begin to subdue, intimidate their own people, simply because they are seeing the people as a kind of distractions to the federal government. Make us here say we are distraction to the federal government. So, in other words, they will sign that agreement, signed and sealed, that let the military, the police, the navy, and the rest of them invade our land and begin to kill our members extrajudicially. Whoever that hear this message, help me to pass it on. It is right time we pass a vote of no confidence to all the whole southeastern governors, both the past and the present, because they are not doing what they're supposed to do. They, in actual sense, they are the commander-in-chief of every state that they are being governed. Commander-in-chief that's sworn to protect lives and properties. But in other words, they do the other way. It is the other way around. They will turn it upside down. Instead of protecting the lives and properties, they are the one that destroys lives and properties. Imagine Hope Uzodinjo using a strike at a Kototo. Till today, nobody have been rewarded even a single dime as compensation to the goods that worth billions of and millions of naira being destroyed in that very particular market. All in the name of, they saw there was a company, a small kiosk manufacturing IEDs, all these local explosives. And when that happened, all the whole prominent men in the southeastern part of the country, that is the most painful part of it, all of them were mute. As if they use remote to remove all of them. Nobody ever said anything concerning that issue. What does that imply? It lets you to understand that from my research and my findings, it is true that these people who went to the federal level and signed a very deadly contract with the defense headquarters on what to do to their own people. It is really heartbreaking to hear all this kind of thing happening in the southeastern part of the country. Anyway, my wonderful people, I want you to let us read in between the lines for you to hear exactly my findings and how I come about all this news of this day. As you hear it, please endeavor to pass this message. If you are looking for any of your brothers or sisters that have not seen their whereabouts, my dear brothers, my dear sisters, they are not in any police net or prison. They have been extrajudicially murdered by the Nigerian police, the military, and the so-called security personnel. So just bear it in your mind. That is why you need to share this message. So if you are hoping that a loved one has been disappearing and is going to reappear again, my dear brothers and sisters, there's no hope. Our southeastern governors, both the past and the present, have destroyed that particular land. Even what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to build, they are, in other way, destroying it. There's one wicked contract that this Nwifuru of Ebonyi State signed. It will be a story for another day. When I come back, I will let you people know that we are finished. Here the headline and the breaking news. Nigerian security agencies has extrajudicially killed over 20,000 of our IPOD members, mostly Igbo based on ethnic profiling since 2013, IPOD claims. Okay, part of the headlines we have here this morning. I beg you, make una forgive me, say I don't take time to come back here. Protests don't happen in Kaduna as a Muslim man share 404 meeting at an event. And I remember say 404 na ekuke meeting. May I don't go into full details. Waiting on the happen, me I don't know. According to my people, they said Usimi, Usuanya. The minister of the FCT, Fulani Capital Territory, we been when yes on weekend, he don't go buy 10 SUV cars, come present to Federal Capital Territory chiefs. I ask you, I beg, where this money is coming from? Shebiona no get money, government no get money. If they buy new brand car, they give chiefs. Hey, Tiana no. Waiting they want they can do, that is the question. People, where they hungry? Imagine. Another headline we will get here is the Supreme Court refuses to nullify Peter Mbah's election. And the federal government want to complete Maradi Kano International Rail Line project by 2025. This money they have borrowed before, and the past government does vandalize it. Now they want to complete it. Even road where they for backyard is still in a very, very bad shape. Yet, they want to complete international rail to Niger. The same Niger you people want to invade. Yeah, this life no balance you. Anyway, my wonderful people, viewers, subscribers, I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Let us read in between the lines. Help me like, comment, subscribe, and also the pata of them all. Make you share this message. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. The arbitrary arrest, detention, and extrajudicial murder of Biafrans, particularly Igbo, by the so-called Nigerian police, military, and DSS using the instrumentality of their law is purely based on ethnic hatred. Prior to the Biafran genocidal war called Biafran Civil War, and after the ethnic hatred against Biafrans has been unabated. That is the reason IPOD, led by our brave leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has embarked on the Biafran self-determination quest to separate ourselves from the undeniable ethnic profiling and hatred. It is no more news that Biafra land, particularly the southeast, have been militarized with ethnic biased security agents whose agenda is to abduct Igbo for execution, organ harvesting, or for material extortions. Between 2013 and 2023, 10 years, over 20,000 Biafrans, particularly Igbo, have been killed or declared missing after being abducted by the so-called Nigerian security forces. This genocide is going on a daily basis in a supposed democratic country called Nigeria. Daily, a lot of Igbo youths are extrajudicially killed or abducted and hauled away into detention facilities without bringing charge with any crime against them all over Nigeria. There is no region in Nigeria that is militarized like the southeast region. Most of the time, the Nigerian government sponsored violent criminals in the southeast so that they can justify their military siege on the region. The Nigerian government, through a backdoor court pronouncement, proscribed the peaceful movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOD, in 2017. The former Fulani government used their Fulani ethnic bias judge, Justice Abdul Kafariti, to proscribe IPOD without IPOD having a legal representation, which court gives judgment without hearing from the two parties except the Nigerian judiciary in their own court of law. This can only happen in the Fulani control government of Nigeria, where injustice reigns supreme. Nigeria judiciary is the only judiciary system that took a fourth position candidate and put him in the first position. The IPOD legal team challenged this black market under the table prescription IPOD has been at the Appeals Court of Nigeria since 2018, but the Nigerian government suppressed the hearing of such appeal even when IPOD lawyers have fulfilled all the process requirements. The Nigerian government, through her security forces, capitalizing on the dearth of the justice system in Nigeria, and calls on the illegal prescription of IPOD to indiscriminately abduct and indefinitely detain many Biafrans, particularly Ndibo, in all detention facilities across the Nigeria. 95% of the inmates are innocent Biafrans. Today, almost all the people detained in the Department of State Service, DSS, are innocent IPOD Biafran citizens. Even if you realize, even if you released all the Boko Haram terrorists and bandits in the Abuja DSS, the facility will remain full of innocent Biafran civilians. The Boko Haram in military detention facilities in the north have all been released without trial or explanation. In their place, innocent Biafrans, particularly Ndibo, who have been kidnapped to fill up their places in these jails. These innocent people, picked up by the security forces along the streets, are made to pay huge amounts of money or be branded IPOD or ESN and be executed. Some of the victims of illegal abductions are held incommunicado, and their family members do not know their whereabouts. IPOD is not violent and has never been involved in any terrorism act. Yet, the Nigerian government clamped down on us while romancing with the terrorists in the north. This is the pure ethnic profiling hatred and dehumanization. Tinubu must look at how Igbo people are being humiliated and victimized by DSS and security agencies. The questions begging for answers are: number one, why is it Nigerian government running away from their own court? Number two, why is Nigeria preventing their ethnically biased judicial councils from fixing a day to hear our case, challenging the illegal prescription of IPOD at their appeals court? Number three, why is it that Nigeria government delaying the date for the Supreme Court hearing on the unconstitutional detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Number four, why is the Nigerian government afraid of defending their violation of local and international laws on the kidnapping and extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria at the Supreme Court? Number five, if Nigeria hates Biafra, why are they afraid of allowing Biafra demand for a referendum and self-determination? The ethnic hatred against Ndibo and generally of Biafrans will never do Nigeria any good. Rather, it will hasten the destruction and dissolution of Nigeria. Biafrans will never change or succumb to threats or blackmail in the pursuit of Biafra freedom. If the Nigerian government, like they should expand all Nigerian detention facilities and hold Biafrans inside, it wouldn't stop the agitation for Biafra. All injustice, dehumanization, and extrajudicial executions of Biafrans will be avenged in due time. In the same way Jews avenged the Holocaust, Biafrans will avenge the Biafran homicide. The international community should caution and prevail on the Nigerian government, her murderous security agencies, and their compromised judiciary to uphold the law and order they claim to practice. They claim to practice by stopping the indiscriminate arrest of innocent Biafrans. More so, they should release numerous Biafrans in illegal detention, or better charge them to court if these people are committed any crime. The only crime they have committed is being Biafrans or Igbo by birth. Biafrans has become endangered persons or species in Nigeria. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be released unconditionally based on the subsisting appeal court judge, or they should ask their Supreme Court to fix an accelerated hearing date on the appeal court before her.
Nigeria cannot operate laws that are inconsistent with existing local and international laws. The Nigerian government can't hide forever. The continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will destroy Nigeria's judiciary and corporate existence. This message is being written and directed by Comrade Imam Powerless, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOD Writers Association. Then the message is being read and presented to you by Amandia Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. My wonderful people, I beg, make una just hold them here. I'm coming back again with another blockbuster. I don't want to make it so long. Help me share this message, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification icon, be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel. Have a nice weekend. I'll be right back. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.